যে জনপ্রতিনিধিরা শপথ নিয়েছে এখানে সরকারের কিন্তু কোনো চাপ নেই। আমরা চাপ দিতে যাব কেন? যারা শপথ নিয়েছে তারা স্বেচ্ছায় যে শপথ নিয়েছে, শপথ নিয়ে তারা পার্লামেন্টে এসে তারা তাদের কথা বলবে। এখানে আমাদেরকে দোষ দেওয়ার কি আছে? আর বিএনপি একটা রাজনৈতিক দল, যেটাই তারা করুক এটা তাদের রাজনৈতিক সিদ্ধান্ত।
Special khutbah delivered at Jummah prayers across country. Dua offered for eternal peace for people killed in New Zealand and Sri Lanka attacks. Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood urges media to play active role in creating public awareness on climate change. Sri Lanka bombing ringleader died in hotel attack. Death toll revised to 253. Specialist doctors stress implementation of High Court order to stop antibiotic sale without prescription and creating public awareness. And Bangladesh reached semi-finals of Bangomata Under-19 football as Group B champion, beating Kyrgyzstan 2-1. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. This is Shoma welcoming you all.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Shahid Hassan. You have just heard the headlines, now on to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed her firm belief that her just concluded maiden official visit to Brunei would further strengthen the bilateral relations between Bangladesh and Brunei. She was speaking at a press conference at Ganabhavan this afternoon. At the outset of her written speech, the Premier expressed deep shock at the tragic death of Sheikh Fazlul Karim Salim's grandson, Jayan Chaudhry, in the deadly terror attack in Sri Lanka. Sheikh Hasina once again denounced the cowardly attack and called upon all to create a louder global opinion and undertake effective measures against terrorism. Responding to a question, the Prime Minister refuted allegations of mounting pressures on opposition MP-elects to take oath as lawmakers, saying she does not believe in splitting any party for the sake of political diversity. Asked for comments on the speculations about BNP chief and jailed ex-Prime Minister Khaleda Zia's parole, she said her government so far received no petition in this regard. The Premier said there is always an apprehension of militant attacks, despite the government has been successfully tackling militancy since the Holy Artisan attack in the capital. The intelligence agencies have remained alert to this end, she added. Replying to another question regarding Nusrat killing, the Prime Minister said none, irrespective of political affiliations, will be spared for committing such heinous attack.
সন্ত্রাসী ঝুঁকি তো আছে, কিন্তু হ্যাঁ আমি এটুকু বলতে পারি যে আমরা যথেষ্ট সজাগ আছি। শুধু আইন শৃঙ্খলা রক্ষাকারী সংস্থা বা গোয়েন্দা দিয়ে হবে না, সবাইকে মিলে করতে হবে। এই জন্যই আমি দেশবাসীকে আহ্বান করেছি যে একটা জনমত সৃষ্টি করা। সেই হোলি আর্টিজানের পর থেকে কিন্তু আমরা এই নিয়ন্ত্রণ করে রাখছি, কিন্তু তারপরেও সংখ্যা অবশ্যই আছে, কারণ তার জন্য সবসময় আমরা কিন্তু যথাযথ ব্যবস্থা নিচ্ছি বলেই হয়তো এখানে খুব একটা সুযোগ পাচ্ছে না। প্যারোলের জন্য কিন্তু আবেদন করতে হয়, সাধারণত প্যারোল তখনই পায় আবেদন করলে, কিন্তু এখানে কিন্তু কেউ আবেদন করেনি এখনো। যেহেতু আবেদন করেনি সেহেতু আমাদের তো এখন এর ব্যাপারে কোনো কমেন্ট করার কিছু নেই, বলার কিছু নেই। আর যে জনপ্রতিনিধিরা শপথ নিয়েছে এখানে সরকারের কিন্তু কোনো চাপ নেই। আমরা চাপ দিতে যাব কেন? যারা শপথ নিয়েছে তারা স্বেচ্ছায় যে শপথ নিয়েছে, এখানে আমাদেরকে দোষ দেওয়ার কি আছে? আর রাজনৈতিক দল হিসেবে প্রত্যেকটা দল তার সক্রিয়তা আছে, স্বাধীনতা আছে সিদ্ধান্ত নেবার। কোন দল ভাঙা, কোন দল কিছু করা, এটা কিন্তু আমার নীতি না।
Special khutbahs and sermons are delivered against the militancy and terrorism at all mosques across the country during Jummah prayers today. Special prayers and dua mahfils are also held seeking divine blessings of the Almighty Allah in remembrance of persons killed in New Zealand by gunfire and in Sri Lanka by a series of bomb attacks. Similar program was also held at Baitul Mukarram National Mosque. Prior to Jummah prayer, Pesh Imam of Baitul Mukarram Mosque, Maulana Muhyiddin Kashim, delivered scripture in the light of Islam against the terrorism. In his speech, Maulana Mohiuddin said, Islam is the religion of peace and tranquility, and there is no place for the militants and terrorists. Later, a special munajat was offered for the eternal peace of the little boy Jayan Chaudhry killed in Sri Lanka. Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif, State Minister for Religious Affairs Advocate Sheikh Mohammed Abdullah, State Minister for Health Murad Hassan, and thousands of devotees took part in the munajat. Meanwhile, the alleged ringleader behind Sri Lanka's Easter Sunday bombings was killed in the attack, Sri Lankan President Maithripala Sirisena said. Mr. Sirisena said, Zahran Hashim, a radical preacher, died at the Shangri-La Hotel in the capital, Colombo. At least 253 people died in the wave of bombings on Sunday. Earlier, Sri Lanka government said the death toll was 359. Mr. Sirisena also said that Sri Lankan intelligence services believed around 130 suspects linked to Islamic State IS group are in the country, and that police are hunting 70 who are still at large.
Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said loss of lives and properties caused by disasters in Bangladesh has been reduced to a great extent due to the time-befitting steps taken by the government. He was addressing the 7th session of a two-day summit organized by Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, ABU, titled 5th ABU Media Summit on Climate Action and Disaster Preparedness in Nepal today. Director General of Bangladesh Television, SM Harun Rashid, also addressed the media summit. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said the media can play an important role to make the people aware of reducing losses from the disasters.
Bangladesh, economically fastest growing country in the world today, under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The people of Bangladesh having lowest per capita arable land in the globe. In Bangladesh, over the last 1 decade, enormous progress has been made. Bangladesh is affected by all the negative factors of climate change. Bangladesh is the innocent victim of climate change, contributing almost nothing to the cause. Per capita per year greenhouse gas emission in Bangladesh 0.3 ton, and per capita per year greenhouse gas emission done by the developing countries on an average is 3 ton, even more.
Awami League Presidium member and 14th Party spokesperson Muhammad Nasim has said BNP has no alternative but to join in the parliament. He said this while addressing a Guardians rally organized against drug and social crimes in the capital today. Workers' Party President Rashid Khan Menon chaired the rally, which was also addressed by Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot General Secretary Arun Sarkar Rana, Dhaka South City Awami League President Abul Hasnat, its General Secretary Muhammad Shahi Alam Murad, columnist Syed Abul Maqsood, Ganotantri Party General Secretary Dr. Shahadat Hussain, Shamubadi Dol General Secretary Dilip Borwa, Jatiya Party General Secretary Sheikh Shahidul Islam, and 14th Party Alliance leaders. Muhammad Nasim said the 14th Party Alliance will continue its movement against drugs and terrorism till fully removing the voices from the country. The High Court issued orders to authorities concerned to ban sale of antibiotics without prescriptions of registered doctors. Welcoming the High Court orders, specialist physicians emphasized on creating awareness about negative impact of using antibiotics unnecessarily. They said overdose or underdose of antibiotics make harmful bacteria grow stronger, and drug-resistant than general medicine do not work against those bacteria. Doctors said random use of antibiotics reached a dangerous level across the country. Almost all the pharmacies are selling antibiotics without prescriptions of registered doctors. They also said it is the high time to take stern action against sale of antibiotics without prescriptions of registered doctors. Specialist physicians emphasized on creating awareness and enact new law to this effect. UN High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR Chief Filippo Grandi has said despite signing of an agreement, Rohingya repatriation is being delayed as situation in Rakhine state of Myanmar did not improve. He said the UN is continuing its dialogue with Myanmar and the international community. He said this at a news conference at a hotel in Kolatuli Beach in Cox's Bazar today. UN Under-Secretary General Mark Lowcock and IOM Director General Antonio Vitorino were present, praising Bangladesh for allowing refugees to such a huge number of Rohingya. The IOM Director General urged international organizations to stand by the Rohingya refugees. Earlier, Chief of UNHCR, IOM and international relief organizations visited Rohingya camps at Ukia in Cox's Bazar and spoke with the oppressed Rohingya women and children there.
Now, international news. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has accused the U.S. of acting in bad faith during the summit earlier this year with President Donald Trump, according to the Korean Central News Agency. Kim also said peace in the Korean Peninsula would depend entirely on Washington. Kim Jong-un made his remarks at a recent summit with Russia's President Vladimir Putin in Vladivostok. President Putin accepted an invitation to visit North Korea, KCNA reported. Kim Jong-un reportedly told Vladimir Putin that the situation on the Korean Peninsula and the region is now at a standstill, has reached a critical point. Kim warned the situation may return to its original state as the U.S. took an unilateral attitude in bad faith during recent talks. A powerful cyclone smashed into Mozambique barely a month after a previous cyclone killed hundreds and devastated large areas. Cyclone Kenneth hit with winds of 220 km per hour, flattening thousands of homes, flooding low-lying areas. This storm was then downgraded as winds fell, but heavy rains followed and are expected to last for days to come. Mozambique was still recovering from Cyclone Idai, which killed more than 900 across 3 countries in March.
Railways Minister Nurul Islam Shujar has urged Indonesian entrepreneurs to invest in Bangladesh. He made the call while visiting Indonesian Trade Fair in the capital today. Indonesia-Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industries and Indonesian Embassy in Dhaka jointly organized the trade fair. Indonesian Ambassador to Bangladesh Rena Pierson Marno and leaders of various business organizations were present on the occasion. The Railways Minister said Indonesian Trade Fair in Dhaka will play an important role in increasing trade investment and tourism at both Bangladesh and Indonesia. Now, news on weather. Dhaka Met Office said the well-marked layer over equatorial Indian Ocean and adjoining Saturday intensified into a depression over the same area. Met imports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Pyra have been advised to host distant cautionary signal number 1. Meanwhile, weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow said rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty or squally wind is likely to occur at a few places over Rangpur, Rajshahi, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions, at 1 or 2 places over Khulna and Dhaka divisions, and the region of Kumilla with hills at isolated places. Weather may remain mainly dry with temporary partly cloudy sky elsewhere over the country. Mild heat wave is sweeping over Sylhet divisions and the regions of Dhaka, Madaripur, Rangamati, Noakhali, Feni, Rajshahi, Jashur, Bagarhat and Potuakhali, and it may abate from some places. Night and day temperature may fall slightly over the country. Today's maximum temperature was recorded 37 degrees Celsius at Rangamati and minimum was 21.8 degrees Celsius at Tetulia.
Now news on sports. Bangladesh women's football team emerged Group B champions in the Bangomata Under-19 Women's International Gold Cup football, beating Kyrgyzstan by 2-1 goals in the second and final group match today. With this victory, Bangladesh secured 6 points from 2 successive victories, while Kyrgyzstan finished Group B runner-up. Kyrgyzstan also qualified for the semi-finals, though they lost the match today. Bangladesh took 1-0 lead, while Sanjida Akhtar scored the goal in the very first minute of the match at the Bangabandhu National Stadium. Krishna Rani Sarkar doubled the margin in the 68th minute of the match. Kyrgyzstan reduced the margin in the 68th minute of the match. To end the bulletin, the main points again. Visit to Brunei lifted bilateral relations to new height, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at news conference. BNP MPs take oath of own will without any government pressure, says Prime Minister.
যে জনপ্রতিনিধিরা শপথ নিয়েছে এখানে সরকারের কিন্তু কোনো চাপ নেই, আমরা চাপ দিতে যাব কেন? যারা শপথ নিয়েছে তারা স্বেচ্ছায় যে শপথ নিয়েছে, শপথ নিয়ে তারা পার্লামেন্টে এসে তারা তাদের কথা বলবে। এখানে আমাদেরকে দোষ দেওয়ার কি আছে? আর বিএনপি একটা রাজনৈতিক দল, যেটাই তারা করুক এটা তাদের রাজনৈতিক সিদ্ধান্ত।
Special khutbah delivered at Juma prayers across country. Dua offered for eternal peace for people killed in New Zealand and Sri Lanka attacks. Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood urges media to play active role in creating public awareness on climate change. Sri Lanka bombing ringleader died in hotel attack. Their toll revised to 253. Specialist doctors stress implementation of High Court order to stop antibiotic sale without prescription and creating public awareness. And Bangladesh reached semi-finals of Bangomata Under-19 football as Group B champion, beating Kyrgyzstan 2-1.
And that is all from the nation for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.